Well, here we are at Agra, at the Red Fort. The Red Fort was completed in 1648 by Shah Jahan of the Mughal Empire.
Red Fort, also known as the Lal Kila, is one of the finest masterpieces the Mughal dynasty gave to India. Situated on the western bank of the river Yamuna, Red Fort is encircled by a stone wall of about 2.4 kilometres in circumference and varies in height from 18 metres on the river edge and 33 metres to the city corner. The fort essentially reverberates the grandeur of the Mughal era, both in terms of empire building and art and architecture.
Across the drawbridge. So here we are going through the main gate into the Red Fort. Well, there's the Armour Singh Gate in the Red Fort at Agra. And this gate is the Akbari gate. With the coloured porcelain set into the walls. Here we are going up a steep slope to the next gate, and you can see set into the road are the grooves set into the cobblestone type road, so the horses could get a grip with their hooves on the road and not slip. Here's one of the friendly monkeys at the Red Fort, and that is Akbari Mahal inside the Red Fort at Agra. Here's an inner well. It's a very hazy day today, but we can just see the Taj Mahal in the smoky distance. As we can see, in the Red Fort there is a mixture of religions. The Islamic faith with the stars, and then with these flowers, symbols of the Hindu faith. It is interesting that when the Shah Jahan was alive, he had 3 wives from 3 different religions. One was Muslim, another was Christian, and one from the Hindu faith. As a result, he mixed symbols of those 3 different faiths into the buildings that he built, such as this Red Fort and the Taj Mahal. Inside this room is the Ghaznan Gate, aged 1030 AD. So it is a very ancient old gate, as we can see by its carvings, again with the Muslim symbols. This particular room in the Red Fort is very interesting because it was also the chamber in which the Shah Jahan was held captive by his son for 8 years before he died, and was then buried at the Taj Mahal with his wife Mumtaz. As I say, the Red Fort has many wonderful surprises, and here is a unique feature in the Red Fort with a brass roof. This is the Khas Mahal. Khas means the most important central part of the Red Fort here in Agra. And we can see why. It's a magnificent white marble building with very ornate eaves. This is the central room of the Khas Mahal, the most important feature of the Red Fort here in Agra. Just look at that ornate work and the carving that's gone into these wonderful arches and the roof of this central part of the Red Fort. Just look at that beautiful inlaid work of ebony and coral stone with all its spectacular colours. Now here we are in the afternoon light as the sun is beginning to settle, ready for sundown, in front of the Red Fort at Agra. This magnificent red sandstone fort was built by the Mughal emperors back in the 1600s, and Shah Jahan featured prominently in building many fine buildings of great architecture inside. Beautifully carved buildings out of the red sandstone, and also inlaid into the marble and the sandstone of the buildings is ebony and fine coral stone of many different colours, which give a wondrous feel to the buildings. Such a fascinating place to visit. So why don't you take the time to write for your free copy of the Good News magazine. The Good News magazine is a magazine of wisdom and understanding. It's a very unusual magazine in that it explains the news behind the news in the light of Bible prophecy, and explains the prophecies that are to unfold prior to Christ's return to this earth to establish God's kingdom on this earth for 1,000 years. So write for your free copy of the Good News magazine. It's completely free of charge. Just write to the address on the screen now. The Good News magazine, a magazine of wisdom and understanding, completely free of charge. Just write to the address on the screen now.